Good morning, everyone. We're back. As you can see, I am very comfortable. It has like little bows and wine. I was like, today it's gonna be a cozy day. Autumn is coming. I am feeling the vibes. Yesterday it was like raining and windy and dark, and I was just vibing, honestly. I was. I lit all the candles. I had some wine. It was very cozy. Today, the sun is shining. Still very windy, but it's quite sunny. So, autumn vibes are a little less today. But I'm wearing my pajamas, so we're trying. We're trying. Today, I want to do two things. I want to make pasta sauce because that's gone already. And I probably want to make some chocolate chip cookies because my boyfriend has been asking me a lot for chocolate chip cookies. And it's actually been a while since I made them. So, you know what? I agree. I should make some chocolate chip cookies. And also, I'm all alone this weekend. So, I think it's like a nice surprise to have some chocolate chip cookies for when he comes home tomorrow. So, but that's a maybe. Pasta sauce is a definitely. Um, and I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm just gonna go clean around the house a little bit, I think. But also, I want it to be like chill, relaxed, just make him some food. And I think the day will be over quite soon. So I'm just gonna keep it chill today. Also, I want to mention I did want to upload a video before I went on holiday to Tuscany, but I went to Brighton and I edited that video and uploaded it. And then to film and edit another video, I just didn't have time. So I had like 2 weeks on holiday, and after that, I had to start work again. So this is basically the first moment I have time to film. And I do want to keep enjoy filming. So I don't want to put like a schedule right now since I'm just very busy with work. You know, work is still like most of my week. So, you know, when I come home from work and it's weekend, sometimes I just want to chill and recharge since it's been kind of stressful, to be honest, at work. So I do need to relax. I need to relax. I don't want to always think about I have to edit this video or film this video and do stuff because I need to upload a video. Right now, I just want to do this for fun, you know? And, you know, to be honest, you never know. But it's different when you have more time to film. When you're able to work less eventually, or I don't know. So that's right now. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that for why I haven't been uploading a lot. Yeah, let's make some pasta sauce, shall we? Alright, let's make some pasta sauce. I have my pan right here. I have all my ingredients over there. I still have to cut the vegetables. But after that, we can start cooking. I have the written down recipe right here. It's my boyfriend's recipe. So yeah, let's start cutting some vegetables. Okay, for the vegetables I have like 2 carrots, 2 celery sticks and 2 onions. For the onions I might do more because they're quite small. I will use this blender for the onion and for the carrot because that's just easier than cutting it up. So yeah, let's cut some vegetables. now I do have to wait with cutting the onion since I need a blender. But that's alright, because this goes in at the same time. So if I put the carrot in the pan, I can just quickly cut the onion and then blend that and put it in as well. Alright, so I cut all the vegetables, so we can start actually cooking. Except I do have to cut the onion still, because I need a blender. But we can at least start with the meat. And we're just gonna put the meat in and just make sure it gets brown. We don't want no gray minced meat, we want like nice brown meat. And after that, I have to look at my recipe. After that, we're just gonna put all the vegetables in. Put the spices in. Then some wine and then some tomatoes. Just some tomatoes. Then that's it. We're gonna let it simmer for like a few hours. Alright, let's go. Okay, so I start with some olive oil. And now it's gonna be quite a big portion, so you can put as much oil as you want. I like quite a bit, not too much, just that it covers the bottom of the pan. And what we're gonna do then is turn on the stove. Now, apologies if this fan is very loud. I'm gonna see if it's too loud. So I think the fan is okay. For some reason, it has a rattling sound. I don't know why. But I guess that's it. It is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna turn on the oil. Let that get up to heat. And then after that, I just have like some minced meat. But we're gonna let the pan heat up first, of course. I'm gonna cut the onion already in pieces and then I can just put it in the blender after. Okay, I'm definitely gonna put like 1 or 2 more onions because this is such a small onion, what the hell. Okay, so the pan is hot. So now I'm just gonna put the minced meat in. Don't forget to take off the plastic thingy. This bit. Okay, this always scares me. Let's mix it up. And now immediately at the start I also put some salt. Okay, so now we're just gonna leave it to brown. I'm just gonna let it sit. It's gonna take a little bit. I'm just gonna mix it up so it gets brown evenly. For now I'm just gonna start cutting the onions, more onions. And then after that, when it's brown, I'm gonna put all the vegetables in, but that's the next step. Ooh, that is nice and crispy. Okay, let me get my recipe. Okay, so that's brown. Now I'm gonna put everything else I have in. The celery is going in. The carrots are going in. It's quite a lot of carrot, but it makes it like a little bit more sweet, so it's actually very nice. And it's free vegetables. So I'm gonna blitz up the onion now and put that in as well. Onion with a little bit of carrot, but the onions are going in as well. I did cut like 1 extra onion, so it's like 3 small onions, and that's quite a lot as well, so that's good. The more vegetables, the better. So I'm just gonna go let that sweat down for a little bit, and after that we're gonna put the herbs and spices in there, and then some tomato puree, and then some wine, and then we're almost done already. It's so quick. So I'm gonna put the spices in already. I will do that now. I'm gonna put some garlic powder in, and now the trick is to not be too gentle with this. Also some onion powder and some paprika powder. Be a little bit more gentle with this one instead of the garlic. But you can still like coat the whole pan with it. And now there literally is no amounts I can give, because it's just, I just watched my boyfriend make it and then I make it, and it's just like, you just make it with feeling. if you know, if that makes sense. And now we're gonna mix that, and then we're gonna put in the tomato puree. Now we always use the big one, the big tomato puree, just not the small ones. I mean, you can do 2 small ones, but we always use a big one. So we're gonna put that in, since you wanna okay, well, I just grabbed another one. I was not dealing with that. That's for another time. So you wanna put the tomato puree in now, because after this we're gonna put like the wine and the tomatoes in, so you really want to bake the tomato puree so it's not that sour. Sour? Is it sour? I don't know. I'm gonna let that bake for a second. I'm gonna grab my phone so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, this is what it looks like right now. I mean, it looks like a lot. But we're gonna put in the wine in a second, and then the tomatoes, and then it's gonna start looking like an actual sauce. So I use this wine. We usually use white because no one in this house drinks red, but red wine is also very good. I have this one because when we ordered sushi, apparently we ordered that much that we got a bottle of wine. So every time we order sushi, we get a bottle of wine. So we have a lot of cooking wine. So that's why I'm using this one. We're gonna use this to basically deglaze the pan, so you don't need a lot, just enough. Okay, right now the base is basically done. We're gonna put the tomatoes and some other herbs in, and then that's it. We're gonna let it simmer for a few hours, and then it's already done. It's so easy, it's so perfect. Also, you need to put in like bouillon, and we just use like a cube. Now, you can put this in a glass and just make bouillon. What I'm doing is I'm just gonna throw it in here and just put the hot water on it, because it will dissolve anyway, and it's easy. And also the amount of tomato really depends on how big the pan is. I'm gonna do probably 6 cans of tomato, but I've done 4 and it's fine. It's just 4 to 6 cans of tomato is what this base is good for. Let the canning begin. I still have to wait for the water to boil. So I'm gonna start with 4 cans of tomato just to be sure. But I know it's gonna be 6. But just to be sure, you know. Okay, so this is the water for the bouillon. Just gonna put that in there. It's also easier to mix if you don't put everything in at once, but just in batches. Otherwise it's very difficult to stir without getting anything on your clothes. I mean, now you can see it. You don't have to film anymore. It looks amazing. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab my phone to film. It looks too good. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? We're not done yet, but this is basically what it's gonna look like. Okay, so we put all the tomato in the bouillon. So now we're gonna put some Pastasauce in. Now, once again, I don't know how much, but about that amount. Then some Italian seasoning. Usually we make that ourselves, but we don't have that right now, so I bought Italian seasoning. Because, you know, if you make it yourself, you can just put your own measurements, you know. But for right now, this is fine. So you're gonna put in a lot of this. So, okay, well, it doesn't look a lot, but you can cover the pan. You can see how much I put in. That's how much you should put in. So now we're gonna stir that in, and then we only have to put this in. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like these leaves. I'm just gonna put in like 3. I just put 3 in. Okay, and now actually, like, it's very important, but it's not a necessity, but it does make it a lot better. So I have like these Parmesan rinds in the freezer, so that when we make pasta sauce, I can just throw one in, and it makes the sauce taste a lot better. So if you use like fresh Parmesan, never throw away your rinds and just freeze them, because when you make pasta sauce, it's next level. Trust me. Trust me. Well, Kitty's getting lunch as well. Now the pasta sauce is basically done. What I'm gonna do is put like so it doesn't stand on the heat directly. I'm just gonna put that and then turn that on. I'm just gonna turn that on and then take it off this heat and put it back there with the lid on. Just like not completely covered, but almost covered. And then I'm just gonna let it sit for like at least 2 hours. Make sure it's not boiling, but like simmering, and just stir it once in a while. But that's basically my pasta sauce. So very easy. I've been filming, so it takes a little bit longer, but I've done this in less than an hour, including cutting the vegetables. And it's delicious. So, okay, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, let this simmer for 2 hours, and show you what it looks like when it's done. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so the pasta sauce has been simmering for a few hours right now. So I think it's done. I've already tasted it and it's pretty good, if I say so myself. It looks so good. Can you see how much that has gone down? It's still a lot of sauce, but also it isn't. It looks like a lot, but it's like for 3 or 4 meals, I think, which is still a lot. But it looks like it's gonna last us for months. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm gonna let it cool down, and then just put it away in the freezer. I already have this warming up. Chocolate chip recipe. The butter and the eggs are warming up. So I'm gonna make some chocolate chip cookies. The weather has drastically changed as well. It was sunny this morning and right now it's storming. The rain, the wind, it's a lot. So I don't mind. It's cozy again, just like yesterday. So I do not mind at all. I'm not going anywhere. So I'll be making chocolate chip cookies as well. I just have to wait until the butter and eggs are room temperature, and I'm gonna make that. I am not gonna bake them because I don't eat chocolate chip cookies, and I know I'll go to jail myself, but I don't really like chocolate chip cookies. So I'm gonna make them and cut them. But what I usually do is I make them in a roll and then I cut them in individual cookies. And then I put them in the freezer, and then when my boyfriend wants a cookie, I preheat the oven and he gets like a freshly baked cookie, which is amazing. You should do that too, because no one's eating 12 cookies in a week. Well, maybe some people are, but not one person. So that's what I usually do. So I'm not gonna bake any cookies today. I'm just gonna make it and then just put it in the freezer for him to take it. Okay. So it's cookie time. This is gonna be very quick because I read my recipe and I've already weighed out all the ingredients. So basically, I need to cut the chocolate. How could I forget the chocolate? Okay, I still need to cut the chocolate. I will do that just off camera. But I weighed out every ingredient, so basically all I have to do is throw it in the mixer, mix it, roll it up, throw it in the fridge, cut it, throw it in the freezer. That's it. So I think this is gonna be very quick. So I'm gonna cut some chocolate real quick. I have to grab that. Okay, so I have my chocolate. I need 200 grams and these are 100 grams each. I'm gonna use the Lindt 70% chocolate. I think 70% is perfect. My boyfriend likes dark chocolate, but in a cookie, I don't know, it can be like very bitter. So I think 70% is very nice. But if he's like, it can go even darker, then I will use the 85%. But for now, staying to 70. I'm gonna cut this up and then I'm gonna start throwing everything into the KitchenAid. Alright, so I have my recipe right here. So it basically says to put everything together except for the flour and the baking soda, and then put that in after, and then after that the chocolate chips. And then when I've done that, I have to roll it out and then put it in the fridge. That's it. It's gonna be so easy. Let's do it. Okay, so I have my butter, my normal sugar, my cane sugar, and vanilla extract. I'm gonna put that all in here and then let's mix. And also a little pinch of salt. Okay, let's mix. also forgot I had to put an egg in, so I'm gonna do that, let it mix, then put the flour and the baking soda in, and then the chocolate chips, but that's after. Okay, I have my flour and my baking soda, so I'm gonna add that and then mix in some chocolate chips. Alright, look at that. So now I'm just gonna scrape everything off. I think next time I'm gonna do it with a hand mixer. I think that's better. But I've been making this with the stand mixer the whole time because I didn't have a hand mixer. But now I do. So I might actually try that next time, because I think that's a lot less messy and work to clean up eventually as well. Chocolate chip time! This looks like a lot of chocolate chips, because it is. But we'll just see. I mean, I do think you need more chocolate chips than you think, because the cookies expand, so you kind of want the dough to be too chocolatey. So that's what that looks like. It's actually not too bad. Now I'm just gonna work that in. Ta-da! That looks so good. Okay, I think I might refrigerate it like this for a second, so it's easier to roll, because now it's very sticky. So if I'm start rolling it in cling film now, I think it's gonna be very sticky. And if I cool it for like 30 minutes and then roll it, I think it might actually be easier to handle. I'm just gonna try that, to be honest. And if it doesn't work, well then, that's on me. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the fridge and I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Okay, I have my chilled dough. Now hopefully it's more manageable than if I didn't put it in the fridge. But we'll see. We're gonna roll. So I'm thinking this is too small. So I think I have, how do I usually do this? I think I have to put it like this. No. And then just put it on here and then roll it up like this. And if it's necessary, I just put like another layer. I think that's the way to go. Otherwise, but we'll see. Okay. There's no going back right now. I think I'm just gonna go try to form it like this. Just roll it back and forth, I guess. I don't know. Even though I've made these cookies like 5-6 times already. I'm always scared to roll them. No. See, that's why. That's why I'm scared. Now the question is, 4 centimeters thick. I don't know what that is, but I think it's about this. I think it's working pretty well. Oh, you can't even see. I mean, okay. See, it's working pretty well. I'm getting a log cookie form. I think this is good. I do want like a little bit of bigger cookies, so I think this is perfect. I think this is gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna roll it and pull it back, and just put this on top. Just make sure it's a little bit round. And then just smack this. Twist it. And that is the log, the cookie log. Okay, now I'm gonna refrigerate this for another 2 hours and cut it and then put it in the freezer. That's it. So I don't think I'm gonna film that because that's not that interesting. I'm gonna put you again. I don't think I'm gonna film that because all I have to do is cut the cookies, which is not that interesting to be honest. But because I think I'm gonna cut them like pretty big, because then you get like a big cookie. So I'm just gonna refrigerate this, then put it in the freezer, and then eventually make a cookie. Okay, I'm also gonna end the video here because I think the video is gonna be long enough with the pasta sauce and that's all that. So yeah, I will see you guys very soon.